Welcome to the full gym tour of Fitness Evolution in Laurel, Maryland with Muscle Function. So when you first come in, right as you walk in, they have their protein snacks and their drinks, and they have tons of drink options. And I have never come in here and never seen the drinks unfilled or unstocked, should I say. It's always stocked, and they got lots of choices. And if something is low or unstocked, they're currently stocking it. And they even have supplements that you can buy here, which is nice. Not all gyms have that. And here what they have is you have your towel and your own personal spray bottle to wipe down equipment, rather than it being paper towels and the spray bottles that you have to find yourself. And when you come in, right off to your left, which is really cool, they have this really big mirror where you can take selfies of yourself. It's in a little weird position by the cardio machines out in the open, so not too many people use it, but it's a cool idea. And if you go off to the left, you'll see right here they have like a women's section. Anyone can work out here, but they have a lot of glute machines, and also that little bit off to that side area gives them some privacy. So tons of cardio machines, and they're all working. I think I've seen maybe one or two down, and it's for a very short amount of time. They have a bunch of step mills and other cardio machines, which are nice, rather than just the treadmills. And like I said, everything is working, which is such a relief when you come into a gym and you want to do cardio, especially when it's busy. So sometimes, it's really packed and it's harder to find cardio machines. And when cardio machines are down or not working, it makes them even more demandable. That's not even a word. All right, so I just wanted to show you guys some of the glute machines, some of the abductors and adductors, and they also have some glute kickbacks. So over here they have a few row machines. So off to the left by the cardio machines, they have this bike room, which is really cool. And the last thing about this gym as we go through the tour, the wall art is really cool. It's all graffiti, and I like it. So there's tons of storage or space, little cubbies and stuff like that when you come in, which is right in front of the cardio machines, which is nice. The lockers in the gym or in the lockers in the locker room are nice. They're not broken, but those cubbies are nice to have right there to just drop your stuff off. So this gym doesn't necessarily have a big foot space, but it is very well managed, and the equipment is selected very smartly. So when you first come in, cardio machines are off to the left, and then the weights and everything are off to the to the right in front of you. And there's rows, so I'm just going to take some panoramics to show you guys what machines, and they have it divided smart. So when you first come in, that's actually the front entrance right there, the front desk. So when you first come in and you take a right, there's going to be all your chest and tricep and bicep machines, and then you have your back, and like here they have a reverse grip pull down, which is nice. They have a lot of Atlantis equipment, and if you go to a lot of these I don't want to say modern gyms, you'll see a lot of the time that's what main equipment they'll have is Atlantis. And Atlantis is nice, but it just seems to be like the go-to, the Ferrari of brands that you see in lots of gyms and stuff like that. And I mean, like, for example, a gym where they're not necessarily just buying like equipment pieces from whatever brand, from whatever gym. Some gyms like this, they try to maintain the aesthetic. So, and also it all depends on like what gym, if they have contracts with the equipment companies, or they themselves buy and own the pieces. So so here, this is the legs. As I'm talking about all this other stuff, you can see they have like a little floor mat there, and a lot of cable apparatus or apparati, which are nice. They have multiple calf machines. Now, like I said, this gym doesn't have a big floor plan. So if you're going to record, I record every day. But if you're going to record, definitely going to need a monopod or just use your cell phone. You still can record in this gym. There's a couple other people who do it like me, but not a lot. And even though this gym has a lot to offer, I mean, I love this gym, it doesn't necessarily have the big open space that you'll see, example, like in Exile or in Gold's Gym Crofton. Now that can be a negative, because in some gyms like Gold's Gym Crofton, they just try to pack as much equipment wherever and whenever. Unlike Exile, where Exile's got tons of space, tons of equipment, but they still try to maintain organization and order and some semblance of, you know, equipment that goes together, not just random pieces and then just whoop, you know, drop it off and hope for the best and then just leave it there. And, you know, anyways, so as I'm going around, I try to go on the outsides of whatever gym when I do these tours, to give you guys a, you know, kind of like an idea or plan. This gym's like a big square, except for the cardio machine, or the bike room, and also the and this is what I mean by the wall art. Like, there's a lot of cool wall art here, and it's just nice to see. It's original in one sense, because a lot of the times you'll see is like they just have pictures or posters and things like that they put up, kind of like post thought, you know. And this, they did everything first, like they did all the art first, which is nice. So they had a theme, they had an idea of what they wanted to do aesthetic wise, rather than, you know, let's just kind of see how it goes and mishmash. Some people like that. I personally don't. You don't need to be a huge giant corporate gym for that. But at the same time, I do understand that there is a group of people who like that hole in the wall gym where there's, you know, just older random pieces of equipment or whatever. Not hating on those gyms, just saying the difference between those and this one. So this gym has just about everything you need. They got Pinata, I think that's how you say it. So like they have like hack squat, they have leg presses and things, but they don't necessarily have multiple. So they have like one pretty much of everything. Some things they have two or a variation of. Some gyms that are bigger, and just the selection made by the owners is like they'll have two or three of something. Like, for example, here they have like 2 or 3 flat benches. Well, some gyms they'll have 2 or 3 pieces of equipment, which is great, you know, because other people want to use it. But I will say this gym, you are going to have to learn how to talk to people and share, because there's only one of many things. So they got lots of like squat racks, but for example, there's only one hack squat machine that involves free weights. There's other like variations of those, like the Atlantis hack squat machine or whatever. But that's why this gym is. I like this gym, because it has at least one of everything. Okay, and there's a lot here. This gym offers a lot. There's definitely a selection here. This gym gives me vibes, or has a similar vibe to DMV Iron. DMV Iron is nice, the color, the aesthetics. There's definitely a lot of money that's been put into those gyms. But this gym feels a lot like that. So I haven't been to all the DMVs, but if you go to DMV in Rockville, this feels, you know, a lot like that gym. It really does. And that gym's great. Go ahead and check out that tour. That tour's on my tour list. So they have dumbbells all the way up to 150s, and it's nice because, you know, everything's put away. I will say there's one downside to this gym I've noticed, which I've gone to this gym, you know, a little bit over the, I'd say like 2 years or whatever. And what I noticed is before, all the plates were put back in the same spot. Now I'm just kind of seeing people are just putting plates wherever they can. So this is the personal trainers area. So this is, like I said, this gym's pretty much like one big square. So you walk in, you got all your weights and equipment off to the front and right. You got the cardio off to the left. You have that bike room, and next to the bike room, you have this personal trainer room, which if you want to do personal training, like me, you want a personal trainer to train you, this room is terrific. It offers everything you need. There's privacy, and it still feels like a gym. Some of those personal trainer gyms, it's like a little area that kind of just push off to the side and put like a placard up. I hate that. You know, you got to make do with what you got. But I will say that's one thing that's done very smartly. Let's use that word again, smartly, at this gym at Fitness Evolution in Maryland, because they have this whole entire area dedicated to personal trainers. And the personal trainers here, I didn't take the video of all the placards of the personal trainers, but here what they have is a wall where it has the personal trainers, a picture of them, their accolades, their certifications, and some of their clients that they've, you know, improved, or their testimonials, like pictures on there. And I think that's really, really smart. That way you can know who the trainers are, you can associate them. So this is their aerobics or classroom. So Fitness Evolution, check out their Instagram. Their classes are phenomenal. They're super popular. They're super packed, tons of energy. Check them out. Now, I've never done them, but I've seen them. And anytime I see the videos and I see the classes and the amount of people that are in them, and the energy and the way that they're, you know, the way that they're acting and the way that they feel and the workouts they're getting, it's pretty amazing. So I would definitely check out Fitness Evolution in Laurel, Maryland. For regular membership, it's $30 a month, but if you want to see all the different memberships, the prices and what those all offer, just go to their website. And as always, I recommend you going yourself for a physical tour. They're not going to pressure you at all or anything like that. And like I said, the gym, this entire tour, me talking this clip, was 15 minutes. So you can go in there and check it out, get a workout in. All right, thank you. This is Muscle Function.